So today we are going to see about the material management. Now this material management is actually related with the stocks, inventories, the raw materials and everything. So let's see what exactly this material management is all about. Material management uses inventories and production requirements for planning and control to ensure materials are available as per required to meet the production schedules. Means we can say that in the material management all things should be planned perfectly to meet the production requirements. This material planning includes managing logistics, stock levels, material quality, after that their cost and many more things which comes under the material management. Now let's see what are the purpose of the material management. First one is what, to gain economy in purchasing. In the material management you have to purchase the stocks, you have to purchase and maintain the inventory, and for that you need to say, calculate about the economical things, that this thing is cheaper, that thing is costlier, and all those things comes under the material management. After that, to satisfy the demand during period of replenishment means what, when you have to just give them the quality, you have to maintain the quality of the material even in the peak timings. After that, to carry reserve stock to avoid stock out, means in this material management we have to make the very good stock. Means if we have any urgent things, we cannot able to run out of stock, so we have to maintain the stock at the higher level. After that, to stabilize fluctuation in the consumptions, means even if there is a shortage of the stock, we should have a proper stock. After that, to provide reasonable levels of client services, this is also main function of material management. After that, there are certain types which comes under the material management. Let's see those types one by one. First one, we are going to see about the ABC analysis, that is a always better control. ABC analysis is nothing but always better control analysis. Now in this criteria we are just characterizing the A point, B point and a C point. So this is basically defining the importance of the labels. Now here you can say that A is what? A is items small in number but consumes large number of resources. Okay, means this is small in a number but it requires high amount of resources. This resource must what have, they have the tight control, rigid estimate of requirements, strict and closer watch, low safety stocks and managed by a top management. So this comes under the A item. B item is what, it is a intermediate and must have. Means B is something which is intermediate but we must have that. And for that what we required a moderate control, purchase based on rigid requirement. After that, reasonable and strict watch and control. Then moderate safety stocks managed by middle level management. And after that, the last one is large number of items but consumes lesser amount of resources. Means here we have large quantity which is required, and for that large quantity require very small resources. This must have the ordinary control measures. After that, purchase based use on the user estimations. After that, high safety stocks. Okay, economic order quantity is a useful metric for a business that buy and hold inventory for manufacturing, resale, internal use or any other purposes. So basically this thing does what, it is holding their inventory, holding their stocks, holding their real estate, whatever they things they are holding it for a better purpose. Businesses that follow EOQ looks at all costs related to purchasing and delivering while also factoring in demand for the product, purchase discount and holding cost. Means what? In this economic order quantity, the customer is holding all those things to get what? To get the purchase discount, also to get the good selling price, and also the holding cost that they have. After that, experienced business owners and manager understand that purchasing and finding ideal inventory levels can be complex. When all vendors offers a volume discounts and other incentives to purchase more, EOQ can be help to decide on the right place to draw the lines. Means what? EOQ gives the better opportunity for the purchase manager or purchase person to understand the offers going on the companies, also the quantity discounts and all those things should be comes under the economic order quantity, and it helps better to improve our quality as well as our quantity, and that's why we are maintaining and holding the stock. After that, means if we are holding a resources, we are holding a stock, we can do more research on that, we can do more marketing on that, so that comes under the economic order quantity. EOQ may not be extremely helpful when managing your office supply closet. It's most important when looking at a large high volume and expensive purchase as you order and inventory grow and scale. EOQ has a greater impact on a profits. Means what? Just take one example that if you want to buy, uh, you know, 10 types of material and you have to, invest. If we are considering we have 100 rupees of product and you require 100 products. So for that you require 10,000 rupees to buy that product. Okay. Now, if you want the 1,000 products, then the cost of purchase is drastically reduced. We get the better discount because why? Because we are purchasing it with the quantity, and that's why EOQ is very important. The main benefit of using EOQ is improved profitability. As we know that if we improve our quantity, if we increase our size of requirement, what we get the better price, and better price also gives us a better profit. Now these are the main points, okay, which can consider and which can be happen with the help of EOQ. First one is what? Improved order fulfillment. After that, less overloading. After that, less waste. Then the lower storage cost, quantity discount. So these are the points which comes under the EOQ sections. Okay. After that, these are the advantages that we are seeing for the economic order quantity. But there are certain disadvantages also. First one is what? It's a poor data. Now, if there is one company, A company and B company. B company is a supplier and A company is a buyer. Now B company just know that A required these kinds of materials, so they are just representing their materials, but they don't know what exactly we want. Okay, and that's why there is a poor data. After that, the outdated system. Now sometimes what happens that if some company is offering a greater amount of discounts, or if that company is offering good pricing and all those things, there might be chances of the old items. Okay, means the manufacturing dates is year backdated and all those things. That is the outdated system. After that, business growth. Now you can say that the EOQ formula is ideal for businesses with consistent inventory needs. With a fast growing business, relying on a EOQ can lead to inventory shortage. Means what? If the business is continuously growing and you are doing this EOQ things for some period of time, if the business grows, you have to maintain it with the proper direction, and this EOQ is not suitable for that. And after that, the seasonal needs. Seasonal needs can make a EOQ more challenging but not impossible. Means what? There are certain needs which is a seasonal needs. Means in some seasons we require this kinds of material, in some other seasons we require that kind of material. So that is also comes into the EOQ section, because it's not impossible actually, but it is very difficult to manage the things with the seasoning. Okay, because if season is changing, we have other needs. So this is basically the economic order quantity. Now after that, the main thing which we have to study is standard process of purchasing. Means if you're working as a purchase manager somewhere, or you are working with a purchase executive and all those things, what are the main processes that you have to follow as a purchase manager or a purchase executive? So let's see those things. First one is what? Needs analysis. At this stage, the company recognizes and documents a need for a good service to solve a particular problems. Means what? Company have decided that we want this type of material. We have studied a lot of things with this, and this material is suitable for a ideal product. So the company required to have the proper analysis. Second step, the purchase requisition to purchase order. Now this thing is what? Purchase requisition to purchase order means what? You know, the company wants this kinds of material, so company is asking for supplier that we want this kind of, and who can supply, so they can send us the details of the products, and after comparing all those products, after comparing the prices with the company, we have decided that we are doing business with this supplier, and for that supplier we have to send the purchase order. Now you should understand that is a sales order is something which is sent by supplier to the company, okay, and the purchase order is what? The order which the supplier gets from the company. Purchase order is the first thing, and after purchase order there is a sales order. After that, purchase order review and approval. Now purchase manager just approve something that okay, this is we are going to purchase from the supplier, so that purchase order should be reviewed by the company persons, by the purchase manager and all those things. If the all quantities are matching with that things, then only that purchase order is approved and sent to the supplier. After that, request for proposal. Request proposal means what? After sending the purchase order, we should have the proper quotation that the supplier has given to us, because we have to manage all those quotations that we get. And after that, contract negotiation and approval. Now your company have decided okay, this is the supplier from whom we are going to purchase all those materials. So what? After that, you should negotiate about the pricing, you should negotiate about the things that the company wants, because as a purchase manager it is your main job to manage the pricing with the company levels. You cannot able to exceed the purchase price to any limits. There are certain limits that you should follow for your company, and after that negotiation you should take the approval from the supplier, that if the supplier is okay with this pricing and all those things, then only your things is going to be managed. After that, shipping and receiving. The supplier delivers the goods or service within the agreed, you know if your order is confirmed and that shipped your order, it should be in the time frame. Time frame is what? The supplier has given you the 10 days time, 15 days time, so that order should be received by you by the 10 to 15 days. Once they have received or performed, the purchaser carefully reviews the goods and services to ensure they have received what was the promise. After receiving the order, it's a main duty to review all those things. Means what? You should see exactly what exactly the product is. This is this the same product which we have bought? Check the specifications, check the data sheets, take one item, just observe that. So all those things should be done in the receiving and shipping thing. After that, there is a step of three-way matching. This is very interesting step. A cornerstone of a spend management. Three-way matching is the comparison of a shipping document, packing slip with the original purchase order and the invoice issued by the supplier. This comparison is used to ensure all the information related to the transaction is accurate. Means what? In this, you have to check all those things, that is a purchase order, the quotation and your invoice which you get. So this is the three-way matching, that you should match all those things. It means if they have written something on the quotation, that should be written on the purchase order, and that should be written on the sales order. So this is a three-way of matching. After that, invoice approval and a payment. As a purchase manager or a purchase executive, this is very important point, that after receiving a material, you should approve that invoice from the higher authority and did the payment to the supplier. So this is the main point. After that, main thing is that accounting records update. After completing all the transaction, you should record this in your diary or in your system or in your SAP software. You should record this activity which is done by you. So this is all about the standard process of purchasing, which every purchase manager or every purchase management should follow. After this, we are going to see JIT inventory system. JIT inventory system is nothing but what? It is a just in time inventory system. It is managed, it's Nothing but what exactly as a name says, it's just in time. Now, JIT is a management strategy that aligns raw material orders from a supplier directly with the production schedule. These employ this inventory strategy to increase their efficiency and decrease the waste by receiving goods only as they need them for production process. Which means what? This JIT is basically what? Whenever you require a material, purchase it at that time only. Okay, you don't have to maintain the stock, you don't have to do all things which we have already discussed. This is the things which you have to do just in time. So basically this is the just in time inventory system where basic you can say that whenever you want the material, you just go and buy the material. So that comes with the JIT. After that, there is a main thing which is Kanban system. Kanban system. Kanban is an inventory control system used in a just-in-time. So this system is used in JIT. It was developed by Tachi Ohio, an industrial engineer at Toyota, and takes its name from the colored card that track production and order new shipment of a parts or a material as they run out. Kanban is a Japanese word that directly transferred to the visual card. So the Kanban system simply means to use a visual cues to promote the action needed to keep in a process flowing. This is also very important system, Kanban system, which comes in the JIT section. Kanban system can be thought of as a signal and a response system. When an item is running low at an operational station, there will be visual cues specifying how much to order from a supplier. The person using the parts makes the order for a quantity indicates by the Kanban, and the supplier provides the exact amount requested. Means what? By the visual cards, the purchaser or the person which is working with the project should know that this item is less in quantity and they should order the same. After that, the Kanban system can be used easily within a factory, but it can also be applied to purchasing inventory from external suppliers. The Kanban system creates the extraordinary visibility to both supplier and buyers. Means with the help of this system, the supplier and buyer both can understand the exact requirement of yourself. So this is exactly the Kanban system. Kanban system is basically depending on the visual clues or visual cards. Okay. After that, we are going to see about the MRP. Now this is not the maximum retail price. This is the material requirement and planning. Now this system is for calculating the materials and components needed to manufacture the product. It consists of a three primary steps: taking inventory of the material and component on hand, identifying which additional ones are needed, and then scheduling their production or purchase. Means this basically works in a three states, or we can say that three steps. First one is what? Firstly, we have to check what inventory we have, what materials, what components we have in our hand. After that, we should identify the additional ones which is required for that project. If we have all those things, then that's okay, you don't need to buy something. But if some items are not there, you should see exactly that this is needed, this is not needed. And after that, in the third step, you should purchase the extra item which you have required. So this is basically the steps which comes in the MRP. Now MRP is widely used by the manufacturer because this is very interesting thing. You have some inventory in your hand, so you should not buy other inventories. Okay, so that thing is MRP, which is what? Material requirement planning. Whatever the material you require, just you plan to buy it. After that, let's see the benefits of the MRP. What are the benefits of MRP? First one is what? Reduce customer leads to improve the customer satisfaction. After that, reduce inventory cost. We already have some items in the inventory and we should buy only one or two items, so that results into less inventory cost. After that, effective inventory management and optimization. By acquiring or manufacturing the optimal amount and type of inventory, companies can minimize the risk of stockouts and their negative impacts on the customer satisfaction. Next is what? Improved manufacturing efficiency by using accurate production planning and scheduling to optimize the use of labor and equipment. This is very main point. After that, improved labor productivity and more competitive product pricing. So these are the benefits of the MRP. Now, what are the drawbacks or disadvantages of this MRP is that uh, you know increase inventory cost. After that, lack of flexibility. Now in MRP there is a less flexibility because you have a less type of inventory in your hand. Okay, sometimes the inventory is very high but the inventory that you require right now is less, so that is a lack of flexibility. And then data integrity requirement means what? The MRP is highly dependent upon the accurate information. If the information is wrong, you cannot able to purchase you cannot able to manufacture, or you cannot able to build that thing. So that is the MRP system. Last part of material management system is ERP system. ERP system is called as Enterprise Resource Planning System. Now this ERP is basically a software which manages all your activities which you have to done for managing the entire business or entire company. So let's see that what exactly this ERP system is all about. Now ERP helps you to run your entire business, supporting the automation and processes in finance, human resource, manufacturing, supply chains, service, procurement, sales, R&D. Everything is managed and controlled by using the ERP software. ERP is basically a software system which helps you to run your entire business. Now, with the help of ERP, what you're getting, first one is what? Higher productivity. Higher productivity means everything is in line. After that, deeper insight means what? Everyone is watching, so the person is very curious that okay, everyone is watching me, I have to do everything clearly. So that is the main thing. After that, accelerate reporting. With the help of ERP, you can easily generate all types of reports that you require. After that, lower risks, because everyone is continuously visualizing your business, everyone is continuously looking into the business which is going on the software system, so there is a lower risk. After that, simple IT. In ERP system there is not much complex things that you have to enter or everything. This is a very simple system. And the improved agility means what? Their efficiency with a ready access things is improved. Let's see the most widely used ERP system. First one is a finance. Finance and accounting model is the backbone of most ERP system. In addition to manage the general ledger and automation key financial tasks, it helps business to track accounts and the receivables. Means what? With this ERP system you can easily manage the finance ERP system. Means what? You should know that this is the payouts and this is the pay-ins. Means the sales order, purchase order, inventory, stock value, then the material which is required, their stock value, their pricing, and everything has been controlled in this finance. After that, in a second module, that is a human resource module. Most ERP system includes the HR module that provides core capabilities such as time and attendance, payrolls. Means HR does all those activity with the help of this ERP, to take the attendance, to take the time, to take their in time, out time, to track their orders, to track their incentive. So that is the very good module which comes in the ERP. After that, sourcing and procurement. Sourcing and procurement is similar with the material management, that we need to purchase this, we need to supply this. Everything is controlled by using this ERP. Sales team is also monitored with the ERP systems, that they can track that this person has gone there, take this order, then he punch order from there only, then their live location, GPS tracking. So all those things can be managed by this. After that, manufacturing. Everyone should know that this thing is manufactured, this is about to manufacture, this is not manufactured. So all those things comes in the system. After that, logistic and supply chain management. If some order is get ready, then what is the current status of that order? Is that order process, is the material sent, is the invoice is ready, what is the um, PO number, what is their SO number, and all those things that can be managed also. After that, service. If some customer, oh not customer, if some company required the service at particular location, they can raise a ticket for there, and after that the services takes place. After that, R&D and engineering. This is also done. That is a feature-rich ERP system includes an R&D and engineering model. This model provides tool for product designing, development, product lifecycle management, everything like that. After that, enterprise asset management. This is what? That is a robust ERP system can include an EAM model, which is enterprise asset management, which helps asset intensive business minimize downtime and keep their machines equipment running at a peak efficiency. Means what? In this point, the company can allocate the assets with the ERP system for the maintenance, for their scheduled maintenance, for their changing of any parts or everything. So this is comes under the ERP systems. Now let's see the advantage of ERP system. First one is on optimization of business process, then the accurate and timely access to reliable information, the ability to share information between all components of the organization, then elimination of unnecessary operation and data, reduction of time and cost of litigation. So these are the advantages which comes in the ERP system. So there are various advantages, but these are the main points. And after that, what are the disadvantages? First is what? Installation of ERP is very costly. It is very costly, and it is really very expensive. Okay. After that, success depend on the skills and experience of the workforce. Now it is not easy to implement ERP and your system work properly with that, because there are certain skills and experience should required to enter the data on ERP, to manage the ERP or to operate the ERP. So that is the main thing. After that, resistance to sharing internal information between departments can reduce the efficiency of the software. After that, the system can be difficult to use. Sometimes it is difficult to use. Change of staff. Companies can employ administrators who are not trained to manage ERP system of the employee company, proposing the changes in the business practice that are not synchronized with the system. Means what? If some staff is left, then some the task assigned to that staff should be managed by the other one, and that other one is not educated with the software, so that requires a lot of efforts. Having ERP system has many advantages but does not guarantee the total success of the company. Organization culture, knowing how to involve staffs and anticipating changes that will support the organization using the system administration are important element for the completion and implementation of ERP software. So this is all the disadvantages that you have in the ERP systems. That is nothing but what? Enterprise resource planning system. Thanks for watching, guys.